I don't go high too much. Randy, when I coached him, I was in this position a lot, and he's always low, or he would do a lot of things high too. And I'm going to show you how to go from high to low. There is technique. You don't just drop, because his hips will go out in a second you get it. Okay? All right? So, yeah. So, don't stay in the middle. And that was advice from the Natch, and I've noticed it to be true. Okay? But there's always guys out there that are pulling, amazing things. Okay? So, once again, if he's too tight, don't just, because more of that flails, he can shock. There's so much from here. This is a complicated game. You might not think it, but it's a complicated game. Just by me moving his head, we'll get into techniques like that. I've already broken his base, so this is a very complicated game, all right? So elbows tight. I create my shoulder like a hit, create my space. I turn my palm up. And if I have to, I'll put my hip behind it and drop my body weight to force that through. Palm up, and I can go high. Or if I lower, I get that body lock, and now I got techniques, okay? And what's happening here, by me hugging and keeping my elbow tight to my body, when I go to pummel here, he tries to pummel. You can see I'm keeping this tight as heck. And now I drop that weight. I'm now already in. And if he keeps that elbow flared, now I can chuck and go behind it. Okay? So, very, very tough game. You get with a Greco guy, especially one that will play with you. Like when you're new and you go with a black belt, he's not necessarily killing you. But if you go with like a blue belt, he's trying to tear your head off, that life. So you get with a good Greco guy, he'll play around, move you. And you got to make sure when you're doing these things, you don't drive too much. Because I've seen Greco guys just go, and knock you on your face. I have personally kissed the mat from things like that when I was learning. And the whole thing I like to do is I do a lot of cheaters too. I step on feet. And when you got size 15s, you step on feet when you want, don't want to too. So I get that a lot as well. All right. So when you're working these pummels and these tie-ups here, definitely don't get lazy with your elbows. Get a good base. Don't let him get too low. I want to match his level. If he goes this level, I have to adjust my system. He's about to blast me down. Okay, because here, go down, that's fine. Now just stay with that level, it's fine. Like, see how I have to shovel this? This arm is useless. He's just going to use it against me at this point. I'm better off taking that out. So if he's dropping like this, I'm going to take it out and cover. Okay, it's not doing me any good down there. So sometimes guy drops his weight, I match his level, or I get him to bend. Okay, we're going to get into all that as well. Okay, now I know with grappling, guys tend to start low. Okay, that's okay, but you can, as a when I train with catch wrestlers, they had a kind of a weird style because they never kept their head too low, and they cross face a lot. So there's a good reason why you don't necessarily want them to grab a hold of your noggin. So you'll see in a lot more catch guys, they're playing more of the upper body style. And, I've seen them also shoot, but I've seen a lot. When I was with them, it was a lot of clinch work. Judoka guys, I'm not, there's great guys to look at. I got some judo in my background, but I'm only going to show a couple techniques. There's plenty of guys to go to for great instruction. Travis Stevens. Do you have J-Flow?
Yes.
Justin Flores, good friend of mine. He's a damn ninja. So those two guys, those are, never mind all the other people you probably have too. Okay, so just covering basic pummeling. Okay? So when you're here, play light, play friendly, and then start digging in, okay? Now, there's a lot of ways to play this game, okay? A lot of ways to play this game. You can try to get a guy in a snap position. You can be driving, like pulling, and then driving, okay, which we'll get into those techniques. But the other thing you can do is start picking a side. And I'm gonna name drop a lot of guys in this instructional because I like to help other people that don't have the platform. And there was a lot of wrestlers that influenced me. I'm not gonna be able to remember them all. But, you know, I'm thinking of Pat Cummings doing a drill with me right now. He was a sick wrestler and a good MMA fighter as well. But he, you know, he was big guy about picking sides. So, you know, if I'm here, what I mean is I can either focus on trying to fight for this dominant underhook side or try to work a dominant overhook side. So whether I'm going, you know, trying to pick, get my head, and now trying to play this game, which you'll see me do a lot of techniques from, okay? Or same kind of deal and fight to get that underhook side, okay? So if a guy, especially if I'm going with him and I feel him loose, I'm gonna pick a side and just go from there. He's nice and loose, it's probably gonna be easy to do. He's not gonna fight me too well. But if he's tight, then he's gonna fight me a lot more about picking a side sometimes. You know, especially with that underhook side. He doesn't want that dominant underhook, okay? But a lot of times you can get that dominant overhook side, and we're gonna do a whole series on that. I do a lot of that. I'm an overhook guy because I'm so tall. People get under me rather easily, okay? We're gonna cover this side as well too. All right, so when you're picking a side and you're trying to move them around, wherever